Finally, the day has come. The drama has come. I'm so happy for that summer now. GMMTV, you did your big one because this drama comes after my birthday. So it is literally my belated birthday present. Okay, you know that trend where they said, you're probably wondering, how did I get here? Let me tell you this story. So this is definitely what we're seeing right now. By the way, this is Darwin. By the way, I did try to explain how episode 1 will turn out. I mean, the outcome is the same, but the layout is a bit different. Because in my prediction part, I talked about lava first because I thought the whole drama would start with lava. But looking at it, I feel like this is just Darwin's whole story. So this is Darwin again. Darwin is a he's a prince gearing up to be the heir. Because people feel like, no, his father feel like he is this close to being ready to be in the heir, while other people are not so sure because they feel like he need more time, while Darwin, he thinks that he's agreeing with his father because, let's be honest, any kid will do that even though they don't want that. By the way, Darwin has one only friend and best friend. His name is Victor. And the way how Victor be acting, I think Victor likes Darwin. And also, Darwin's sister knows about him not being okay being the prince because he wants to have a normal life, but also he likes men, and the sister knows that. But I mean, you're living royalty. I don't think it's a good image for royal. But then again, we watch red, blue, and royal. So we got to change up something. Okay, we're still in the phase of how did I get here? You're probably wondering, how do I get here? Yeah, this is it. So Darwin's washed up on the beach and lava seas. Again, we don't reach the point that how we got here. We just know that we seeing Darwin's side, which is he's a prince. But now that we're seeing here, how did we get here? But we do know he didn't die. Thank God to lava. But again, how did we get here? So let's talk how we got here. But first, let's talk about lava. Okay, before we get to lava, let's talk about Darwin, who is trying to escape his royal life because he wants a normal life. He's trying to escape to go to Thailand, and his sister sees him, and sister tries to stop him, but then she sees that her brother really wants this. He tells his sister that he's gonna plan to go away, stay there for a month just to have that normal life that he yearns, and then come back to the prince life. You know, if you feel complicated, if you're getting confused in this whole recap, just know I do apologize, but the whole thing is a little bit confusing because we're going up and down this storyline. Oh, Winnie, you sexy. Intimidation never looks so damn good. Okay, disclaimer, there's gonna be a lot of adult drinking, a lot of adult smoking, and a lot of adult languages. You know, then again, JoJo is the one directing this. Okay. I mean, okay, let's just get into it. Look at this man. Oh, and also the person that helped Darwin in escaping into the normal life is his friend Victor. I'm just kind of confused though, because the beginning we see that he's drowning and we don't see Victor at all. So is this assumed that Victor just left him, or did he just plan to just bring him somewhere and just leave him, and the rest is just up to Darwin? Because there's no way. There's got to be. No, I don't get it. Anyway, so Lava was at the club partying with his friends, but a certain birdie boy caught his eye, even though a girl kind of liked him. But I'm guessing he's bi, so it goes both ways. But he saw a guy. The guy came to him, they doing the dancing, but the way how this boy looked at him, I was like, I would have folded a long time on my knees. Oh my God, Winnie, I gotta say, I loved you from long time. I love you long time, baby. Anyway, the mood was so ruined by this guy. This guy was bothering a girl, trying to have a dance and talk to her, drink with her, but the girl clearly stated that she doesn't want to be around him and he's annoying. he is taking it like the girl is playing hard to get. Now, you can tell this is one of those guys that cannot take rejection lightly. So, Lava went up to the guy and said, yo, the girl's not interested in you. If you're so horny, you can go home and jerk off on your own. The guy got upset. Then the guy punched the Lava now. Lava went on self-defense mode because technically he was the one that punched him first. And then he punched him and ended up in jail. Then Lava's mother came to bail him out. By looking at her face, she's definitely not new to this rodeo. Honestly, and when Lava got up and walked past her, he didn't even say, hello, mom, thank you, mom. He just walked past. I'm like, damn, sir, no respect. Then we're at home. Apparently, we get to know that Lava is the mother's child, but not the man's child. Their stepfather and stepson, and the boy over there is the younger stepbrother. Lava is older than the boy. But anyways, the mother looked at Lava and said, yo, I can't take you anymore. I'm shipping you off to your uncle. Now, Lava didn't want to go, but seeing that he feels like he's not welcome in this family, he decided to just go and follow the fact that his mother wanted him to go to his uncle. Now, he's not even in school. He got suspended. Then we found out that he's going to stay to his uncle for 3 months. To be honest, I do feel it for Lava because not only is mother remarried, but the man she remarried to is a politician. And anything that he does may affect him. But the part that I feel bad about Lava is, to him, he's not well respected or well accepted into the family. But I blame you, sir, Lava. You ain't showing it. Anyways, Lava went to this mechanic, or must be some scrap. I don't know if it's a pawn shop place. And he saw a bike that he once owned, but the owner said that he wanted to just give it to Lava because he knows the bike belongs to Lava, but he couldn't because the person who gave him the bike, literally sold it to him, was Lava's father. Lava said that it's okay because the father probably needed the money. I'm assuming that the father is in gambling debt and probably sold the bike to get money. I have no idea who this father is, but I do hope GMMTV do reveal who this person is who played his father. The man sees how much Lava really do care for this bike and don't have any money to buy the bike. The man literally gave Lava the key and says whenever he gets enough money to buy the bike back, he can go for it. But he also gives him the key to the bike to hold on to it just in case. I've never seen anyone does that. But the thing about it that I don't like is that what if it gets stolen and you that has the bike keys get accused of stealing the bike? You know, it kind of reminds me so much of Last Twilight. Even though Last Twilight was a car instead of a bike, it's always somebody selling something and you have to like buy it back. Last Twilight wasn't a sell. It was more of a I left it. But GMMTV and their old vintage stuff. Now, I'll be the first person to actually say this, but I'm kind of disappointed in the OST edit. But the show itself makes up for it, so that's kind of the least of my problem. It's just that even though every time I'm watching this episode, I'll probably skip out the OST version because the edit of it is just like 0 out of 10. But that's my opinion. I feel like it's just an amateur person that can do this, but that's just me. Honestly, the old show makes up for it. Other from that, let's continue. Anyways, we are going to the island and Lava sees Darwin. Yes, they are traveling on the same boat. We don't see Darwin's friend, who is Victor, but we see Darwin. And Darwin is having a problem. Darwin gets seasick. Darwin didn't know he was a person who gets seasick, but he is now, so bear with him. But upon trying to help Darwin puked and Lava. This is why they say mind your business, but that is not Lava. Lava is a good Samaritan. Darwin tries to compensate for the damages that he caused, but Lava is like, no, I'm good. I don't need your money. I just need to get on this island and be far away from you as possible. Now, is it me or did they put Winnie into the sun too long? Because this boy looked like he got a tan. Either that or they don't have that little white sheet to bring out the white out of him. We have Peng and we have Tom. Tom is played by Neo and Peng is played by Mond. Peng is Lava's uncle. Anyways, they're there to pick up Lava. Now, here it is. Honestly, Mond, whoever put you in this shirt, they knew that you came to tease, because why? Anyways, welcome to Bang Sawan. While Lava is leaving his uncle, he sees Darwin. Darwin is literally out on his own because I don't see Victor anywhere. And another note is that Darwin came with the clothes on his back and a little bag of whatever it is in that bag. I don't think Darwin understands what kind of normal life he wants, because I'm pretty sure he didn't go with much money. And even if he did, he would have to work more hours or work another place to have more money, because clearly he can't call his parents because his parents doesn't know where he is. Okay, so it's been a week since Lava has been with his uncle, and he still has not settled in yet and getting used to the whole waking up early and do daily chores. But here we are, still waking up 5 a.m. to get up to go to the sea to catch fishes and stuff like that. I don't know how Peng does it. He escaped his whatever life he had in Bangkok and then go to this island, and he is a chief. Oh, if you didn't know, he's a chief at this island. Can you imagine? He escaped from Bangkok, just like Darwin, to come to this island to do what it is that he does. I don't know. Maybe he didn't like the life he had and he wanted to be his own person. But even if so, he's on an island and he still can't be his own person. I'll get to that later. Now, as much as I love Mond, his character was cruel for this, because he took his nephew out along with Tom out in the shore to set net, to catch fishes. But he sees that Lava looks very sleepy, and the worst thing, he kicked him into the cold water. That's just cruelty. You better hope he's not sick. Other from that, I love you, Mond. Anyways, we're back to chores. Remember, he wakes up 5 a.m. to start these things, and he still hasn't done. Then Tom came and saw how struggling he's going through with his chores, and he told him that he's going to take him somewhere to smoke weed, like literal weed. Honestly, GMMTV literally put in reggae song for this weed smoking. What you saying, GMMTV? Only Caribbean people smoke weeds. And again, they always say Caribbean people do have the best weed. Jamaica. Moving on. So because Tom said he wanted to be a social media influencer, he asked Lava to take some videos and pictures so he can post it on all the social media apps that he has. But he ended up had to stop it because his mother, who is at the market, calls him because Tom forgot to collect her from the... Is that collect or... pick her up at the market. Damn, where'd my English go? Anyways, when Tom left to go pick his mother up, Lava decided to stay with the weed and have a little fun in the water. Then he saw from a distance someone washed up from the shore, literally unconscious, drowned. Actually, it was Darwin. Remember that part in the first part of the episode where... Do you guys remember when I said how we got here? I still don't know how we got here and how he got here, because the last time we checked a week ago, homeboy was fine. So how did we get here? This is View, and he plays Dr. Wood and the love interest for Lava's uncle. Then we got our homegirl Mint. She plays Clarté, and Clarté and Tom do not literally they don't like each other. But the way they acting, I feel like they will like each other soon. Anyways, Lava went to check on Darwin, who wakes up and started freaking out because he doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know who Lava is, and worse, he doesn't know who he is. Now he's getting flashes of memories, but he doesn't know what these memories are because, again, he doesn't know who he is. Satan act this so well. He started screaming, acting crazy. Dr. Wood had to come and try to calm him. Poor boy, he doesn't know nothing right now. Ooh, Anyways, Penn came because he's a chief and he needs to know what's happening on his island. So Dr. Wood explained the situation for Darwin, and he is to stay at the hospital just to be monitored. But Peng started acting a little bit too touchy with Dr. Wood, and I know Lava is not blind. He sees something going on, but he can't confirm it without evidence. But I see you, Lava. I know you're reading between those lines. One thing I can say though, Darwin may not know much about himself or his name or anything at all, but he do know one thing: he's not a rude person. He sees that a patient was having struggles eating food, and he went to help, even though he himself is a patient, but he went and helped her. I see why the people are gonna love you, sir. Lava sees how good Darwin is with the people. His good deed was being seen by Lava. And Lava came to give Darwin food because his uncle cooked food for him. I gotta admit, this island is a big family, because even though Darwin came and lost his memory and nobody knows his family, he's literally on this island alone. He already made family already. Damn, the world should be like this. Then we see Peng coming to go give lunch to Dr. Wood. He closed the door when he went in, because the thing they don't know about their chief, Mr. Peng, is that Mr. Peng and Dr. Wood are dating. Yes, he's gay, but I don't think the whole island will be appreciating the fact that they are gay, considering they're hiding it. And also, Wood's father, I don't think Wood's father will agree with it, considering he is the mayor of the island, or it's some political thing, and I don't think it's gonna be a good look. Even though Wood wants to be public, but Chief here, Peng, doesn't, and I kind of understand it. But I want to know how the relationship started, where the relationship started, when it started, and how we approached each other. Mond, my friend, BL style do fit you, because I've never seen Mond in a BL or actually being paired with somebody, and this is it. Finally, don't put in OnlyFriends. We were just getting tested and teased by the fact that the man can kiss other men. We all seen Mond with straight shows, but seeing him being paired with this, I do pray, let it be longer. Let it be longer so we can get a full-on series drama with these two, because I see it. They ended up having to cut their lunch date short because one of the nurse came, not one of the nurse, Mint nurse, the nurse character, Kratai, came to tell them that one of their patients escaped, and that patient is Darwin. Now, for the sake of confusion, his name does not have a name right now, so we're going to call him Darwin until we get the nickname rolling, because he gets a nickname because he doesn't have a name at this moment, and we'll get to that soon. But for now, we're going to call him Darwin until the nickname kicks in. He was about to tell them, oh, I'm going home, until he fainted before telling them his real identity. Damn. Okay, so since Darwin has nowhere to stay, he doesn't know anything about himself, Peng decided to take up the responsibility and take care of him until he gets his memory back. I don't know when that's gonna take. So Peng tells Lava to take care of him, show him the ropes, because he might be working with him. Lava said that he better be getting extra pay for all this, because he's not here for free. Oh boy, you know how to hustle. I can tell you one thing about Darwin. He doesn't know much about himself, but he can tell body-wise this little life is not what he's used to, but he gotta get used to it, because it's either that or the streets. Anyways, here's where the name kicks in. Darwin doesn't know his name, he doesn't know his background story, doesn't know who the hell he is, so Lava decided to give him a name. He names him Wave. So for the sake of confusion, I'm going to be calling Darwin Wave for the entire time until he gets his memory back. But for now, his name is Wave. Got that? Cool. Okay, so Lava is telling everyone that he's starting to call this guy Wave. Now, this is the funny part, because when Tom heard the name, he thinks that it's not his real name. Maybe he is from royalty and he doesn't even remember his name, yada yada yada. The thing is, it's true, but they don't know that. I'm telling you, Wave may not know his whole identity, but he knows that royalty is embedded in his body. It's like muscle memory. Now, Lava gave Wave to sleep on the ground because we ain't close like that, and I ain't giving up my bed. That is exactly what he told Wave. But then the night where they're supposed to sleep, Wave is like, "No, I'm not sleeping on the ground. You sleep on the ground. I was told that I should be comfortable, so you should be sleeping on the ground, not me. We are at a battlefield." Then Lava decided to do pervertedly sexy ways by trying to convince Wave to sleep on the ground, and if not, he's gonna get him to sleep on the ground, or that if he wants to share the bed, we gonna get to do stuff. Yeah, Wave was not showing any weakness. The man kicked him in the balls. Yep, he kicked him. Serves you right, Lava. I don't know what you think this is. You sleeping on the ground, and the ground he slept. Okay, guys, that is the end of my recap on episode 1 of that summer. Stay tuned for my recap on episode 2. Now, I wasn't expecting it to go like 20 to 21 minutes, but I am trying a new way of how I do recaps from how I used to do it before, just to give it a little bit entertainment on the side. If you don't like that, I can always go back to my previous ways. But if you do, let me know in the comments. Tell me what you think of how I do my recap, and also tell me your thoughts on the drama itself. With that said, bye bye.